Yamunatiravanachari Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yamunatiravanachari Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 9, Brahma's Prayers for Creative Energy, verse number 24. नाभिहृदात् इह सतो अम्भसि यस्य पुंसो विज्ञान शक्तिरहम् आसमनंत शक्ते रूपं विचित्रम् इदमस्य विवृण्णतो मे मारिरिशिष्ट निगमस्य गिरां विसर्ग नाभिहृदात् इह सतो अम्भसि यस्य पुंसो विज्ञान शक्तिरहम् आसमनंत शक्ते रूपं विचित्रमिदमस्य विवृण्वतो मे मारिरिशिष्ट निगमस्य गिरां विसर्ग नाभिहृदात् इह सतो अम्भसि यस्य पुंसो विज्ञान शक्तिरहम् आसमनंत शक्ते रूपं विचित्रमिदमस्य विवृण्वतो मे मारिरिशिष्ट निगमस्य गिरां विसर्ग नाभिहृदात् इह सतो अम्भसि यस्य पुंसो विज्ञान शक्तिरहम् आसमनंत शक्ते रूपं विचित्रमिदमस्य विवृण्वतो मे मामिरिशिष्ट निगमस्य गिरां विसर्ग। Mataji, word to word meaning. Nabhi Ridat, from the navel lake, Iha, in this millennium, Satah, lying, Ambhasi, in the water, Yasya, one whose, Bhumsaha, of the personality of Godhead, Vijnana, of the total universe, Shakti, energy, Aham, I, Asam, was born, Ananta, unlimited, Shakti, of the powerful, Rupam, form, Vichitram, variegated, Idam, this, Asya, his, Vivunvataha, manifesting, may, unto me, Ma, may not, Ridishishta, vanish, Nigamasya, of the Vedas, Giram, of the sounds, Visargaha, vibration. Translation. The Lord's potencies are innumerable. As he lies down in the water of devastation, I am born as the total universal energy from the navel lake in which the lotus sprouts. I am now engaged in manifesting his diverse energies in the form of the cosmic manifestation. I therefore pray that in the course of my material activities, I may not be deviated from the vibration of the Vedic hymns. Purport. Every person engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord in this material world is prone to so many material activities. And if one is not strong enough to protect himself against the onslaught of material affection, he may be diverted from the spiritual energy. In the material creation, Brahma has to create all kinds of living entities with bodies suitable to their material conditions. Brahma wants to be protected by the Lord because he has to contact many vicious living entities. An ordinary Brahmana may fall from the Brahma Tejas or the power of the Brahmanical excellence due to his association with many fallen conditioned souls. Brahma, as the supermost Brahmana, is afraid of such a fall down, and therefore he prays to the Lord for protection. This is a warning for one and all in the spiritual advancement of life. Unless one is sufficiently protected by the Lord, he may fall down from his spiritual position. Therefore, one has to pray constantly to the Lord for protection and the blessings to carry out one's duty. Lord Chaitanya also entrusted his missionary work to his devotees and assured them of his protection against the onslaught of material affection. The path of spiritual life is stated in the Vedas to be like an edge of a sharpened razor. A little inattentiveness may at once create havoc and bloodshed. But one who is a completely surrendered soul, always seeking protection from the Lord in the discharge of his entrusted duties, has no fear of falling into material contamination. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yutah Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. First of all, I seek blessings from all the assembled devotees so that I can speak for the glorification of the Lord, for my purification and for your pleasure. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the various sections we find Lord Brahma praying to the Lord. And this is in the beginning, also in the 10th canto, there are eternally famous prayers of Lord Brahma to Lord Krishna. So we'll see today's verse. So today's verse, there are two prominent points. First thing is Krishna has inconceivable potencies. Natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate, natat samasya adhikasya drishyate, parasya shaktir vividheya shruyate, swabhaviki jnana balakriya cha. So not only he has various potencies, inconceivable potencies, each and every potency of his is also as powerful as himself. Like just we have seen in the purport, Prabhupada writes that anybody who is in contact with this material world is prone to fall into Maya. Maya which is the energy of Lord. Mama Maya Durattaya. She is Daivihi Esha Gunamayi. She is divine potency of Lord. Is so powerful that unless we take shelter of Krishna, we can't get away from her. Duratyaya. And that's why this verse also comes, that Kshudasya dhara nihita duratyaya durgam patham tat kavayo vadanti. Those who are very pure in heart, they are saying that the path of devotional service is not so easy. It's a path like, it's described, Shudasya dhara, path made up of sharp razor. And you have to walk on that. Little inattentiveness, what will happen? There will be misery, bloodshed. We'll take an example of Priyavrat Maharaj. Let us start from the most pure sattvic person. Priyavrat Maharaj is one of the son of Swayambhu Manu. He entered into the Brahmacharya ashram. His guru is Narad Muni. And he stayed in his ashram for a long time. His brother Uttanapad, became king. And then several of his descendants, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, everybody, they have taken sannyas till Prachetas. So Prachetas also have given up the kingdom. And there is no one to rule. So it's like a huge span. And he's living a very pure life in the ashram. But somebody is needed to rule the kingdom. So Swayambhu Manu, he comes to the ashram of Narad Muni and he convinces Priyavrat Maharaj that you take up the throne. So he says, I'm not ready. Why should I go to the material activities? It is very fearful. I don't want to go. So Lord Brahma has to intervene. He convinces him, our job is to do the project of Krishna. I mean, we are a king, so we have to protect the subjects. So you have to do that. And I will bless you, that you will not get contaminated materially. So with that blessings and the blessings of Narad Muni, he enters into Grahastha Ashram. I mean, he becomes a king. And then what happens? Eventually, he also gets married and he has so many children. And then he does miraculous activities. He creates, the entire kingdom should not, the people should not fight with each other. So he creates 7 hills through his driving here and there. With his powerful activities, he does that. But later he comes to his senses. What has happened? So much of lifetime has gone and still I am attached to my wife and children and my kingdom. So he remembers his Guru Maharaj. So he contemplates that Devarshir Charana Shayana Anu. I was so happy taking shelter of my Guru Maharaj, Narad Muni. But Samsargam Guna Visarga. I came in contact with the material affairs, material affection. And what happened? Anupatita. I fell down from my position. In the sense, he was so happy glorifying the Lord and in a purified life, associating with pure devotees. Now he has to contact the people, the ministers, the affairs of the world. And he said, this is not the life which I wanted. So this word is very important. Samsargam Guna Visarga. We know that Samsarga Roga. Samsarga Roga you must have heard, right? Samsarga means it actually contagious. One who gets contaminated by some disease, then it is ought to be. He has to get, the effect will come and he has to suffer the effects of that, the disease. That is samsargam. So here it is said, Priyavrat Maharaj says, what is the disease? Guna Visarga. Guna Visarga means the contact with the gunas, the sattva, raja and tama, that is the roga, which everybody has to, because we have rebelled against Krishna and left the pure life and now wanted to live in this contaminated place. This is what he says. And Guna Visarga will cause, like even he says, Priyavrat says, I wanted to live peacefully, but even I was being affected. Take spiritual example. So we see Ado Shraddha, Tada Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, and then Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, Prem. These are the stages of devotee who actually cleanses his heart and achieves the love for Krishna. So initially he had very little faith, but in the association of devotees following the devotional practice, he removes all the anarthas from his heart and his faith in Krishna becomes very strong, Nishta. And then Ruchi, whatever the activities he is doing, devotional activities, he gets taste in that. Whatever he is hearing, chanting, serving, he becomes attached, asakta then later. He can't live without it. And then comes bhava stage where he actually is sort of disconnected from the material activities, but he is in the material world, but he is always in connection with Krishna, with whatever he does, whatever services he is performing. So Bharat Maharaj is on that stage. He is also the king of entire universe. And he sees that, even that bhav stage, I am feeling that I am getting, I need some seclusion, in the sense I want some space to have a deeper connection with Krishna. And the whole opulence of his kingdom, he considers it as a malavat. He gives it up and he goes to Pula ashram. He goes to the secluded place and then he performs his devotional practice in bhava stage. But here what happens again, guna samsargam, guna visarga. Sattvic, his very sattvic life is living just Pula ashram, Gandaki river. I mean, just imagine how pure atmosphere is there. But still, the onslaught of material affection, this is the good, I mean, the rogue, the disease. And we know that, the young deer, unprotected, and he feels that I need to protect the deer. He has given up the protection. I mean, he has given up the protecting the entire universe, his praja, and now he is worried about the little deer. And he falls down to such a level that he has to take a body of a deer. And then he repents. He understands because he is an advanced devotee. And then in the next life, he understands no guna visarga, no samsarga guna visarga. Even though he is very alert, he knows everything what is happening. He appears like a dumb and deaf. And he does exactly opposite to what is the aupcharikta, or what are the customs of the pure community. And then he is rejected by the people. But internally he knows, I am connected with Krishna. So externally he knows that the guna, the guna visarga should not contaminate me. Like that. So even sattva guna, is contaminating. One example is the Yamunacharya. It's very prominent example. Yamunacharya was a 12-year-old and living in his guru's ashram. And suddenly what happens, some disciples of one Digvijay Pandit, they comes and they say that, okay, give the yearly tax because your guru was defeated by our guru. Now he has to pay the tax. The guru is not there, so he says, what kind of tax? So he says, defeat my guru or pay the tax. So he says, I challenge your guru. The 12-year boy, Yamunacharya says, I challenge your guru. We won't pay tax. And the news goes to everywhere. And even the king understands, oh, small boy is now ready, because in that time, nobody is there to debate with Digvijay Pandit. So there must be some event, right? So king says, let this debate happen in my court. Now after a long time, we will have some function, right? So he invites everybody, all the Vidwan Pandits and kings and everybody, normal people also. And the entire court is filled up. And they see the small child versus the Digvijay Pandit, whom everybody fears to even talk. And here the king and queen gets excited, So the Rajaguna, they say, who will win? So king says, I know this Digvijay Pandit. He knows everything in and out. He will defeat this child. Queen says, no, I am very sure that this boy is very special and he will defeat him. So let us have a bet. So king says, if he wins, I will give him half of my kingdom. And then debate happens, and actually within a few minutes only, the Yamunacharya defeats this Digvijay Pandit and he gets the kingdom. And within a very short time, this boy becomes a king and he forgets everything, what are the teachings of the guru, and he actually is entangled in the kingly activities. So his grandfather actually becomes compassionate. Oh, no. This is not the fate I wanted for my grandson. So he arranges, some things. He sends his cook so that through his favorite dish, he gets his attention, and then through the verses of Bhagavad Gita and all, Yamunacharya wakes up that, oh, what am I doing now? Then again he renounces and he comes back. So this is what we are talking about, Sattva Guna, which is, we know everything clearly. Prakasha, Jnana, these are the symptom of what? Those who are in the Sattva Guna. they also can fall into the material affection and they forget the goal of life. What to speak of passion and ignorance? Third example, we'll take Saubhara Muni, again, which is not, so the person who is yogi, but without association, and he offends a devotee, Garuda, like that. So here the connection is how, if you are trying to please the Lord and there is no association, then what happens? We may do some compassion on someone, like Saubhari Muni directs his compassion towards fish. And what happens? In the end, he actually offends a devotee. So there is no connection, there is no instruction from within. Like Krishna says, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. So if we are in the association of devotees performing our services, and if we are at fault, and whatever, we are about to sort of do some mistake or havoc, then we may get indications from the, Krishna provides through the devotees. And within, from the heart also, there's something is happening, right? This has not happened with Saubhara Muni. He understood by his own mistake. Then he got out of that lake and he got married, and then he understood, oh my God, a lot of time has wasted. But if you take Arjuna is a devotee, a pure devotee, who was asked by Krishna that kill this Ashwatthama right now, because he is a killer of babies. He has done a heinous act. So Krishna is ordering Arjuna, kill. But Arjuna knows, I am a Vaishnava. So my all activities will be noted down by the other Vaishnavas. And it will go to the next generations. So Harer Hardam, so that is word used in Bhagavatam, that Arjuna understood the real motive of Krishna. He spoke that kill, but actually his motive was to test Arjuna that what will you do now? So now here the Arjuna is thinking that he is the first thing, he is a Vipra, the son of Brahmana, my Guru's son, and who is now no more. So his wife, that is Krupacharya's wife, Kripi, is alone and old. Nobody is there to take care. If I kill him now, the first is Brahma Hatya. Second thing is, she will be facing so many miseries, difficulties because of that. So he actually severs his hairs and the jewel. He doesn't kill him. And actually Krishna becomes pleased. So the point what we have to learn is association of devotees is so important that alone, even though we are sattvic, even the bhav stage, or we may do the miraculous activities of staying in the water for 10,000 years and doing bhakti, that will also not save us. We will be misdirected. We will misdirect our energy, our compassion, our love to material affection, onslaught of material affection. Samsargam, guno visargam. Passion. Just imagine passion, all of us, generally in Kali Yuga, most of us are contaminated by passion and ignorance, right? So the example is there of Lord Brahma and Indra. So naturally they are kings. Brahma is a creator, so he needs passion. And Indra is also a king of demigods. So he has tremendous passion is needed. So just see how Krishna, who has his mission done through them, Brahmaji and Indra, how he reciprocates with them differently, because their level of progress in devotional service is different. They are at different levels. So we see in Krishna Leela what happens. Indra is actually challenged by Krishna. A 7-year-old boy challenges Indra that, oh, why are we using all this great paraphernalia for a demigod worship. Even Indra, so he said, just for rain will happen actually, automatically. Let us use this for worshipping cows and Govardhan. So just imagine a passionate person. Indra is every day glorified by sages in, Indra ki jai and so, you have done this and that. And a small boy, because he doesn't know, and he is challenged, how much more he will be infuriated. And he does havoc, how he tried to inundate entire Vrindavan in the water. But when he understood, oh, he is Krishna, he is our Lord, he comes and then he tries to pacify him. He has prayers, oh Krishna, so many prayers are there. And actually Krishna says, don't worry, relax. Theek hai. You have done such a big mistake, don't repeat it. Be sober. You have a responsibility. You do the task. Don't be puffed up. Fine? And he says, go. Later in future, none of us know Indra's prayer. Nobody is singing. But the affection of, this is something very inconceivable. Somebody tried to kill everybody. Krishna's paraphernalia, Tadiya. Krishna says, fine. And then even Brahmaji, when in Brahmaji's episode, just let us start from the very beginning. When Earth planet goes to Brahmaji, that oh, Adharma is increased, save me. So he said, let us go to Krishna. And then Krishna says, okay, I am coming. In Yadukul, tell them everybody to come and assist me in my project. So Brahmaji tells everybody, because nobody sees Krishna or Vishnu telling, it was only Hridaya Adikavaye. So Brahmaji hears that only. So Brahmaji says that Vasudeva Grihe Sakshat Bhagwan Purusha Para. That Bhagwan, Sakshat Bhagwan, who is Purusha Para, who is beyond this material world, he is what? He will appear. Janishyate. He will appear in Vasudeva Grihe, in the house of Vasudeva. So what we should do? Tat priyartham, for his satisfaction, sambhavantu surastriya. So all of you demigods and along with your wives, take birth sambhavantu into Yaduvamsh, so that you will assist him. And he forgets. He gives the task, he forgets that I am also his subject. And then we see the entire demigod planet. All demigods are fearful of the demons, like Kamsa. Just imagine the episode happens that Lord Krishna kills Aghasura. So when Aghasura was killed, so Krishna killed many demons. But when Aghasura was killed, so demigods were so happy. It was like just imagine an India-Pakistan final match. And a final ball is there. And we need 1 ball 6 runs to win. And Wankhede Stadium, suppose. And filled up. And our Indian batsman hits the 6. So just imagine how much noise will be there. Tumultuous, just because to win against and like that in final match. So all were worried about who will kill Aghasura. So when Aghasura was killed, so they become so happy. Tato atirishta, so joyous. So description is given. Tato atirishta swakruta akruta arhanam pushpai. They profusely showered flowers, divine flowers on Krishna, so much. And started Vadya dharascha vadyakehi. They started beating their, the mridanga so much that the noise came to Brahmaloka. And Brahmaji became, but what is happening in Swargaloka? What has happened? So much of event is happening. So the paraphrasing those, someone spy comes and he says, Aghasura was killed. So Brahmaji, also a living entity, he says, how is it possible? Who killed? Say, a cowherd boy killed. So Brahmaji becomes shocked. How is it possible? Even demigods could not kill him. How can a cowherd boy kill? Samsargam guna visarga. So even the doubt, logic, these are also the symptoms of jnana. I mean, the sattva guna. Immediately they will never accept someone's supreme success. So he says, let me find out. How can a cowherd boy kill? Because he has not participated in Krishna's pastime. This has to happen. But he comes and then he sees actually there was Aghasura's dead body and the Krishna is playing with his cowherd boys very happily and they are enjoying lunch. And then he does that, oh, let me check whether he is my Lord. And he utterly fails. He knows that, the people the calves and the cowherd boys which I have stolen, they are there. The same boys are there also. So he knows, no, actually I have done blunder. He is my Lord. And then he does this Brahma Samhita. He repents, and such a nice verses have come, But reciprocation of Krishna. Krishna doesn't speak a word to him. Prabhupada writes in Krishna book, even in Bhagavatam it doesn't mention, Krishna saying okay or what. But Prabhupada writes in Krishna book that, after the prayers, when Brahma was ready to go, then Krishna just gestures, okay, you can go now. Just by gesture he says, okay, you can go. So how this difference? So we'll try to understand. Let us understand suppose one father is there who has elder son and a younger son. So elder son is capable of handling the business. So father gives him sort of power of attorney half that, okay, anything you do, big investment or something, you inform me. Do that. And the younger son has no maturity, but he has power, he has pocket money, but he has more appetite to sense gratification. More than pocket money he wants to spend. So what he does, because father is very rich, so he gets huge money from his friend. Uncle paise de do. And he squanders it on casino, something like that. And what will happen? So the friend will call, Sethji, your son has taken money from me and he is now absconding, he is not coming to me. I know you will pay. So that's why I am not threatening him. Father says, do one thing for me. Threaten him. For me. Threaten him. Give him some bad time and then he will come to senses. And then he comes, Father, I have done this. Please forgive me and pay the bill. Because they are now giving me harsh time. Then he will give, okay. You ask me whether if a pocket money is not good, I can double you. But don't do this kind of mischief. That is the recipe, because he is not mature. But the elder son, he knows that, now I am very capable of handling the business. So let us expand now. So he takes a huge bank loan and there is a huge loss. He doesn't consult his father. And father comes to know there is a huge loss. What will happen? And elder son knows now. He will come to know. So I have to ask forgiveness. So father will be very furious. Why? Because I have given my entire business to you because I thought you are capable now. You are supreme, you are a leader. So leaders should not do such kind of mistake. You are matured. So that's why the reciprocation is different. But the effect of reciprocation is also different because of level of understanding of their position. Although Indra got loving affection, although he did mistakes, but Indra was, hum nahi sudharenge. I'll tell you example. Once I was taking interview for some security guard. So actually, one BCom guy came. I was really shocked. You're BCom, why you are coming for this? So I was just, I was not about to take him, but I said, just go into his life. So I asked him, why are you here? He said, I was doing some job and I was in a share market, I was investing. So 20 lakhs I had a loss. And I lost the job and then, tension and all, I couldn't do. So from last 2 years, I am not working. So my parents said, you get out. Now next month, you have to have job, otherwise you have to vacate. So I want some job. I said, it's a very precarious condition. So I asked him, okay, suppose I give you a job. So what will you be the goal of your life? You know what he said? Oh, 20 lakh meko wapas lana hai. I said, get out. I don't want to give. Now he has to understand that share market will not help him. Now live a nice life. Forget that is like a learning experience. But Indra, what had happened? Again, when Krishna went to Amravati to give the, earrings of Aditi, and he took Parijat, what happened? Indra again attacked Krishna. He knows who is Krishna. But that's what the maturity of the person who is in the passion, who is too much engrossed in passion, he will have to go through various experiences of thrash. Miserable experiences. Here we'll see what Lord Brahma did. Lord Brahma understood, see, Krishna has not even looked, he hasn't talked to me. So he said, let me now do tapasya, austerity. So he prayed that let all the great devotees whom I have caused trouble, they step on my head and give their dust on my head. So he became a 4 hills. In Varsana there is Mangad, Dangad, then Vilasgad and Vrashubhanugad hill. So these hills are actually 4 heads of Lord Brahma. So he is there meditating now. So let me come to the position where to become a humble. Because Guna Visargam is the rogue. Samsarga is so, he is everywhere. Like during the Corona, it was everywhere. Here, there, like that. So we are now fully into the Gunas territory. So like that. And then our Brahmaji, during his prayer, he had a very nice understanding that how the advanced devotee takes to the anything happening in his life. Like his the greatest tragedy or fear or something like is not pleasurable event for a devotee is neglect or neglect from the Guru. Guru is not talking. Just imagine how Brahma might be going through. So he says, this is my tattenukampa susamikshamano bhunjan evatma kritam vipakam. This is due to my past the activities, karma. So I will wait. So devotee should do tatte anukampam susamikshamano. I will wait for Krishna's mercy. And I will happily go through all the karmas, the reactions of my past activities, while going through Rudvag Vapurvir Vidadan Namaste. I will not blame anybody. Forget about Krishna, blaming Krishna. My heart, words and body, I will pay obeisances to Krishna. That yes, you are so merciful to me that even though I am doing blunder, you are giving me chances, and that's how we actually claim the close association with Krishna, liberation. Like eternally establishing ourselves into Krishna's service. Like that. Last is we'll see Tamoguna. So this is not very, it's a very prominent Tamoguna. We know anything happens nowadays. Like if car is there and somebody is ahead, is not going, then what people become so angry. They shout at such a rate, their nerve from the head, like it becomes pumped up. as if it will go burst now. What is the reason? And what is the reason? Just a delay. This is how the culture nowadays, that we cannot tolerate even little delay or something like that. I have seen in Govardhan, for a few days I was there. I was just walking. I saw a group of old people. While going, they were there peacefully sitting. And after 1 hour I came, they were there only sitting. I mean, nicely observing Govardhan. Will we do that? Immediately we know we want change. Even 3 minutes, some local comes late, what they do? They burn it. So this is what is going on. And we see Daksha's example, how he was so beautiful, so powerful. He's the leader of Prajapati. Can you imagine? Direct son of Lord Brahma. And it's not that he was not he is not respected by anybody. Everybody is respecting him. But the want of the ignorance is everybody should be saluting me. They can't tolerate little bit here and there, little disrespect. So he assumes that Lord Shiva is not getting up when I am here. That means he envies me. He disrespects me. He wants to put me down. It's all inside the ignorant person thinks. And what happened? He had to go through the goat head, and then again he has to take birth and so forth. So, coming to end, what we have seen here, that Krishna's energies are so powerful, they are inconceivable, and one of the most powerful energies is Maya, and however hard we try, on our own, we cannot cross her. So at all the time, we should take shelter of Krishna. We should seek mercy of Krishna, and only then Maya metam tarantite. I mean, we can cross over. And this is the opportunity we have. Krishna says that yaha prapya manusham lokam mukti dwaram apavritam griheshu khagavat saktas tam arudam chutam vidu. So he says that after going through so many lifestyle, the bodies, 84 lakh species roaming through so many bodies, yaha prapya manusham lokam. Now we have become manushya. And as soon as we get human body, mukti dwaram apavrutam. Automatically the door of liberation wide opens. But if we get affected, if we get diseased by material affection, so he gives reason, the story of Khagavat. Khagavat means a pigeon. So Krishna tells to Uddhava that there was a pigeon. And young pigeon, he sees a she pigeon, kabutar pigeon. They become attracted and they have a nest and they have children. And one day the hunter comes, and when both he and she pigeon are out for food, he traps the kids. And he waits, because then he knows that they will also come. And first comes the she pigeon. And she says, oh, my children are there. She can't tolerate that, and she also jumps. And she is also, so still he waits. And now the male pigeon comes. And he laments. So there are lamentations of pigeon, how he curses the Vidata, what is happening and so forth. So there Prabhupada was giving lecture on this verse. So he says, oh, this is a very great opportunity for him. He should have taken sannyas. Because he knows that I cannot save them. But what happens? He also, how can I live without my wife and children? And he jumps into that net. So the point is, the moment to moment, we are actually getting diseased by the sattva raja tama, and if you don't act, yajnarthat karmanonyatra, that is for the pleasure of Krishna, tat priyartham, we will have a body, next body, and again we will continue for the devotional practice. But if we are very serious, we will take to the devotional practices very seriously, and living in association. If we take their association and the advice seriously, it is very, very sure that we can perfect our life. I mean, we can get less contaminated. It's not that we may get liberated immediately, but the progress is assured that the healthier atmosphere will have a healthier aspect for the progress in devotional service. Okay, I'll stop here. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare